Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're using the great free Divi Brain add-ons plugin here, and if you go to this page, I'll put the link below the video. You can download it right here, and like I say, it's absolutely free. They've got a pro version, but we're using the free version today. And with the free version, you get 20 free modules, and there really are, for a free plugin, there's some great modules here, there really are. So let's get started. And we're going to be building this great card today, and it's got a nice little badge you can use, a call to action button, and a lightbox effect when you click on the image. And you can do it various different ways. You can align it on the left, on the right, still got a lightbox in this one, or you can use an icon if you want to. Nice little feature. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is enable the visual builder. I've got a section here, the blue tab, with a row, the green tab with 2 columns in it. I'm just going to add a new module on the right hand side here, little dark button. The light grey ones there, all the Divi ones that come as standard with the theme, plenty of them to build just about any site. If you're using WooCommerce, it'll give you 12 more as well to display and organize your products. The bluey ones here are the free ones you get with the Divi Brain add-ons, and there really are some great additions there, as I mentioned. So we're going to use the Brain card today, which is the first one on the list. So let's just move this over here. Content wise, it's going to prompt you if you want to use an icon like we did in the third one down here. Just flip the icon to on, but we're going to use an image today, so I'm going to upload an image. As you can see, it's put it in right there. If you want to open it in a lightbox like we did earlier so it pops out into a larger version, just check this little box here. Image alt text really should be used for a description of the picture itself, because it's really there for sight impaired people that have got screen readers which will tell them what's in the picture. But a lot of people of course use this for SEO and put in keywords and geolocation data, etc. That's entirely up to you. If you want to use a badge, just flip this little switch to on. As you can see, it's added a little badge up there. Put whatever you want the badge to say. And put in a title below. And you've got a place here that you can add a description if you want to. I'm just going to grab a bit of dummy text, lorem ipsum from lipsum.com, and we'll pop that in there. Fantastic. And if you want to add a call to action button, you can do so here. Use button. There we go. And as you can see, it's popped it in right there. Button link, obviously, you put in down below there. I'll just put a hashtag to represent that one. If you want to open it in a new window, pop this on. Best practice, if you're linking to your own site, have it link in the same window. If you're linking to somebody else's site or off your own site, open it in a new window so your site stays open. Now if you want to link the whole thing, apart from the button here, to somewhere, you can put a link in right here. And again, same deal with the link target. Background color, you've got the option to put in a color, gradient, image or video if you want to as the background that you'll see behind the content there. I'm happy for mine to be just like that. Admin label, Brain card, which is fine. For anybody that doesn't know, if I just pop to wireframe mode, the little mode over here, that's the admin label. It's what you're going to see on the back end. And when you've got a lot of different modules, it's a good idea to give them an admin label so you can see what's what, and it makes it a lot easier for editing. Let's go back to desktop view. Okay, design wise, card, content visible or content overflow visible or hidden. Now you want this if you're using effects. If I move down, if I shut this up and we go down to image and icon here, they've got all kind of effects that you can use on this. See that zooming in there? And if I had content not hidden, it's growing, it would spill outside of the actual module we've got here. So that's what that content is hidden for there. You can align things left, right, center. However, I can't remember how I had it on that. I had it on center. And content padding, the space around this, default's 25. Obviously you can change it to what you want. Just put in the number, hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side automatically for you. It'll also put in the picks for you. If you want rounded corners, here you can add them. Same deal, if you've got the chain checked, it'll do all 4 at once. If you want to put a border on, this is where you do it here. All 4 at once, top, right, bottom or left, you can do separately there. And just set the width for it right there. At the moment we've got a little 1 pixel one. I'm just going to leave mine just like that. Obviously that's the color right there. Right, moving down to the image and icon. Like I say, you've got all kind of effects if you want for rolling over it. And there's some pretty crazy ones there too. I'm just going to leave mine to none, but that is entirely up to you. If you want to, you can put the image on the left. That's what we've got down below there, and you can change the size of it with the image height here, so it fills out the whole of your card if that's what you want. If you do something you don't like what you've done, just select it, delete it, it'll return to the default for you. And of course you can do the same thing, put it on the right if you want to, but I'm happy with mine on the top there. Great. If we roll on down, we got the same things as we do for normal ones, borders and colors and things. I'm happy for mine to be just as it is. You can have an overlay on if you want to, which will put an overlay over your image when you hover over it. And if you want to see some of your image through there, just simply bring the opacity down. Actually, let's change this to a red color. Bring the opacity down, which is the slider to the right there, so you can see some of it through it. Opacity is transparency, if you like. There we go, we've got an overlay, but we can still see a lot of the image definition behind there. And you can change the speed that it fades in right here. Slower speeds for more drama. Probably don't want quite as much as that. We'll put it up to 9. As you can see, it fades in a lot slower when you do that. If you want to add an icon too, seeing as we've got a lightbox going on here, we could put a little magnifying glass or something like that in there. As you can see, it's now got a magnifying glass. Make it the color that you want here. There we go. And you can change the size of it right here. Again, they've got an opacity slider for the actual icon yourself if you want to make it kind of see-through. I'm happy for mine to be fairly sharp like that, kind of easy to see. Now up here we've got the badge. You can choose to have it right top, left bottom, right top, wherever you want. I'm going to leave mine right top, but you can put it anywhere you want with this positioning right here. You can horizontally and vertically center it if you want to, so it's right in the middle of your image right there, but we won't see our icon if I do that. So like I say, I'm happy to have mine right top. And you can offset it if you want to pop it down, left, right with the offset sliders here. And again, if you don't like what you've done, just delete it, it'll go back to how it was. Badge padding, that's the space around the actual text right there. If you want to make it fatter, just add more padding. Badge background, you can put a gradient or a color in. Let's make ours purple today. And I think we'll change the actual text itself to white so we can see it again. As with Divi, I'm sure you've heard me mention them before, font wise they have got literally hundreds of fonts. I've been using Divi for 4 or 5 years and I've never gone through all these fonts. Simply hover over one, it'll show you an example of what that font's going to look like. But I'm just happy with the default right now. Okay, well let's move on down. You've got all the usual text styling options here for size, spacing, line height, etc. Line height, for anybody that doesn't know, we'll give it more space top and bottom. And again, let's get it back to how it was. There we go, fantastic. You can add text shadow if you want to add a bit more definition to it on your background there. Just makes it stand out a little bit more. And you've got your text shadow options down below here. You can actually give it a border if you want to. I'm happy for leaving mine just as it is, but if you want to give it a little border, put that in. And let's put in a little white border for us. But again, I'm happy to have it just like it is. Title and description. Here's the title, and you've got all the options that you have with regular text. I'm just going to make mine sort of semi-bold, just a bit heavier. And let's make it the same color as the button. Great. And again, you've got text size and line height if you want to give it more space between the text below. Up the line height. Okay, if we go back up there, we've got the actual content itself, or the description, and again, you've got all the same font editing styling that you want. I'm happy to leave mine just as it is. I think I'm going to give my title just a little bit more space, title spacing at the bottom, just to bring it in line with the one that's next door, something like that. And let's go on down to the button. There we go. And again, you've got spacing at the top if you want to push it further down, and of course you can use custom styles for the button. So let's make the text color white. It'll disappear on that white background. I'm going to give the button same color as our badge there, background wise. To set the hover color, just simply hover over the dark legending there. You'll see these icons appear. Hit the arrow. Got two little tabs there. Desktops when you're not hovering over it. Hover, funnily enough, is when you are hovering over it, and let's just make that black. And you'd want to do the same for the border. I'm just going to simply take my border away so we don't have to do that. And we'll pop him back on desktop. There we go. Now, when I hover over, there's a little icon that appears there. I don't particularly want that, so if we roll down a little bit more, again, you can change the font and styling, what have you. Here we've got show button icon. I'm going to switch that to off. Of course, if you want it to leave it on, you've got all the elegant themes icons to choose from, and there's plenty there. And if you want it to actually show all the time, flip this button to no or off or no, and show icon on hover for button, but I'm going to take mine off completely. Okay, so we're pretty much done with this. Just add a little bit of box shadow to it like we did with the other one. And we're good to go. Save our changes. Like I say, the ones down below, I've just done the same thing with a right align, and the same thing, sorry, with a left align up there, and the same thing with a right align here, just using an icon instead. So let's save our draft, make sure everything's going to work on the front end. Exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. There's our little overlay. When we click on the little image there, it's going to pop out into Lightbox. You don't actually have to click on the icon. Anywhere on the image will pop it out into the Lightbox. And we've got a call to action button there. Fantastic. And for a free plugin, that really is a nice little module. That they really do have some great additions to the Divi theme. So there you go, guys. There's the little card module from the Divi Brain add-ons. Absolutely free. Like I say, you can download it from this page and you will find the link below the video. Simply hit the download, install and activate like any other plugin. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.